What's going on, Pokemon trainers and friends? It's your boy Cal Life here, bringing you another Pokemon Unite video, and today we are going to be discussing the tier list. Now, with the tier list, it is basically my personal preference and who I believe is to be very top tier and very low tier, and also with mid, you know. So I do want to go ahead and say that it is literally off of my own opinions. Now, your opinions may different from mine, but do keep in mind, everybody can have their own opinions. If you decide that you disagree with what I'm saying, just go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. That way, you know, I can take your side of things and figure out why you believe yours is a little bit different. Also, if you're new to the channel, do not forget to go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It does help me grow. And on top of that, I drop Pokemon content daily, man. I'm telling y'all, daily. And I'm the one-stop news for Pokemon content going further. So today, we are going to go ahead and discuss Pikachu. Now, Pikachu is an amazing character. As you can see on the screen, Pikachu has a attack value of 9, endurance value of 3, mobility 5, support 3, scoring 4, and a total of 24 out of 50. Now, he is a novice character. He plays an attacker role, but he is pretty dang fast, if I must say so. His attacks are basic attack range, which is where he becomes a boosted attack. Every third attack dealing increased damage. The boosted attack also paralyzes, slows opposing Pokemon for a short time when it hits. And then he has a passive which decreases the movement speed of all Pokemon near the Pokemon for a short time when the Pokemon receives damage. This ability goes on a cooldown after it's triggered. Now, he does CC Attacker, which is basically Electro Web, which attacks and captures Pokemon using an electric net, leaving them unable to move, which roosts the target, which basically means it clamps upon them, as you can see, and it just stuns them. Then he has Electro Ball. It hurls an electric orb, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area. Also paralyzes slow Pokemon for a short time. Then he also does Thunderbolt, attacks with a electric blast, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and leaving them unable to attack. Stuns opponent, right? And then we finally have his last move, which is down here, which is called Thunderstorm, which is Pikachu's Unite move. It's called Thunderstorm, an attack that blasts all surrounding opposing Pokemon with powerful lightning, which does a lot of damage, as you can see in this video footage right here. Okay, so if I had to go ahead and guess, I will go ahead and put Pikachu literally at an S tier. I think he's a fantastic character. He does a lot of damage. He has mobility. He just teams well with a lot of different Pokemon, and he's able to go ahead and get those kills. He slows other Pokemon down when they attack him, and yeah, he stuns. Just fantastic character. So I would, like I said, I will rate him S tier. And now moving on to Lucario, here's his stats. He has a offense of 6, endurance of 5, mobility of 7, support of 1, scoring of 6, and a total of 25 out of 50. His basic attack is a melee. His third attack is always stronger. And then when the Pokemon is at low HP, it is shielded and its movement speed is increased. That is his passive, and that's known as Steadfast. Now, Lucario has the quick attack move, which is where he lunges forward at speed and makes them almost invisible, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon when they come in contact with. He has Meteor Smash, blasts forward with a punch like a comet, dealing punch to opposing Pokemon and shoving them. It kind of reminds me of Saint Seiya when he does his Flying Pegasus Meteor Punch. Then at level 5, he has Extreme Speed, which is attacks using Lightning Force. The waiting time of this move is reset when the Pokemon within Extreme Speed mark are hit. After, he has Power Up Punch, which charges up the power before unleashing a powerful attack, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and shoving knockback when it hits. Also changes the user's next basic attack into a boosted attack. The user becomes immune to hindrances while charging power, which is pretty cool. And then finally we have Bone Rush, which performs a combat attack with a bone, dealing multiple damage to opposing Pokemon and leaving them unable to act stunned for a short time. The final attack sends the bone flying. If used again, the move has the user rush to the location of the bone. And then finally, the last move being Close Combat, which is unleashes a combo attack dealing multiple blows to opposing Pokemon and shoving knockback plus stun. Well, so those are his regular moves, and then obviously his Unite move, which is known as Aura Cannon, a move that sends out a Aura Blast that deals massive damage to opponents. As you can see on the screen right here, Lucario, he's pretty decent. I wouldn't say he's a top tier character. I would honestly think that, you know, it's between like him being, I would say like a B tier or a low A tier, but he's not quite high, but he is a high B tier. He's not as worse as the other Pokemon, but he's just decent. That's my honest opinion on him. But I have known to see where some Lucarios can go crazy, but it also depends on the items that you build them with and the team composition that you're running with. There's some teammates, like when teams with Pikachu, he goes absolutely nutty because Pikachu is stunning. So do keep that in mind. There's a lot of things that do vary when it comes to playing with certain Pokemon. Now we're moving on to Machamp. Now Machamp is very interesting because he's an intermediate character that takes a little time to get used to. His stats lines is offense at 8, endurance at 5, mobility at 5, support at 2, scoring at 5, and he gets a total of 25 out of 50. Not bad, you know, half of the scoring total. It's not bad, especially for an all-rounder Pokemon. You know, you would think that a Pokemon that's all around would be about, you know, decent at everything out there. So he has his basic attack, which is a melee, which every third basic attack is a boosted attack that deals increased damage when it lands successfully. And then he has his passive skill, Guts, which increases the Pokemon's attack when the Pokemon is afflicted by a status condition. And as you can see, this is the first Pokemon on our tier list that does go ahead and evolve. So at first he starts at a Machamp and then evolves at level 5 and then to a Machoke, then to level 9 to Machamp. And then the moves that he has is Karate Chop, which attacks opposing Pokemon with a sharp chop. Bulk Up, which after using this move, the user becomes immune to hindrances for a short time. Their movement speed and attack are increased, and their basic attack and speed is increased. The user's next basic attack also becomes a boosted attack. And then he has Close Combat, which unleashes a series of punches in the designated direction, dealing increased damage with the last punch. This user can move while using this move and becomes immune. And then he has Cross Chop, has the user deliver a double chop with forearms crossed while dashing forward. This also inflicts the user's critical hit rate. Those then are able to be upgraded, which has the Dynamic Punch, which is when the user jumps to the designated location, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of our effect and leaving them unable to attack when it hits. After using this move, the user becomes immune to hindrances for a short time. Their movement speed is increased and their basic attack speed is increased. The user's next basic attack is also a boosted attack. And then he has his last move, which is Submission. Releases Machamp's power, making it into a status immune state and increases movement speed. The next normal attack deals additional damage and hits the ground in the targeted direction, causing the damage and immobilization. Afterwards, increases attack. And finally, his Unite move, which is called Barrage Blow. Machamp Unite move increases the movement, attack, speed, defense, special defense for a short time. If used again, unleashes a combo attack, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of the effect and shoving them on knockback. So Machamp, I would say, is a pretty decent Pokemon. He's definitely not here, right? He can't be C tier. He's better than C tier, but I feel like he has some things that just hold him back to where he's just able to, you know, help the team out. It seems like he's more interested in helping himself than actually helping the team, as you can see, because he's mostly just boosting his attack, blah blah blah, and that is why his support is about at like a 2. So I mean, he does good. He as the attacker, because he just grabs a lot of aggro, but at the same time, it's like his survivability, you know, is a 5 out of 10. You'd think that an all-arounder would be a little bit better than that, but I mean, he's still good. I personally like him. I think I would put him at A tier. People might argue with me and put him at B tier, but I like him. I like the character. I had fun using him. I thought he was fantastic. He's just not here right now. Pikachu is sitting at the top. My boy Lucario is better than Machamp, though. I will happily say that. I liked Lucario more than I liked Machamp, but I did like Machamp. I saw the things that Machamp was able to do. If you look on the screen, you're gonna see right here, like Machamp just goes crazy, and that's where I'll put him. Let's move on to the next one. And now we reach Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is a cool type of Pokemon. He's more of a support. He gets a little hard to get used to, but I do enjoy the Pokemon when I did play him. His offense was a 3, endurance an 8, mobility 2, support an 8, scoring a 3, and he has a total of 24 out of 50. Now, he does have the basic attack, which is also a melee attack, which becomes a boosted attack with every third attack, dealing increased damage and throwing knockback opposing Pokemon when it hits. His passive skill is called Filter, which reduces the damage received by the Pokemon for a short time after he uses a move. Now, like with any other Pokemon, you know, they have their moves that they start out with, and then it constantly goes ahead and levels up. So his start out move is Fake Out, which makes the user slap its hands together, shoving a knockback opposing Pokemon in front of it. And then Light Screen creates a wall in the designated area that opposing Pokemon from passing. I generally like Light Screen. I thought it was pretty cool. I did some cool combos with it to go ahead and get kills off with teammates, so that was a pretty cool move. He has Confusion, which also attacks straight in the front of the user, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon and shoving knockback. Confusion is also an interesting move because you can use it just to go push people away. If they're after you, just pop them away, get them to leave for a little bit. And then he has Psychic, which centers a telekinetic blast on both user and any guard swapped opposing Pokemon, damaging all opposing Pokemon caught in the blast and lowering their special defense for a short time. If an opposing Pokemon is hit by multiple overlapping blasts, that Pokemon is also left unable to attack, stunned for a short time. Then he has Barrier, which creates a translucent wall that prevents opposing Pokemon from passing. This move's cooldown begins after 2 walls have been placed. And then he has Guard Swap. Temporarily swaps the defense and special defense of Pokemon when it hits. Swapping with an opposing Pokemon deals damage over time and decreases their movement speed, increasing the user's speed for a moment short time. Swapping with an ally increases the movement for the short time. And then finally, his Unite move, which is known as Showtime, which is a mysterious pendulum that stuns opponents in the area around it. So, like I said, I enjoy Mr. Mime. As you can see in the footage below, he's gonna go ahead and just go crazy with his walls. I'm putting up walls, and I have my teammates just helping me get kills. I'm pushing people back. Just fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed this Pokemon. Now, people may not like him. They might put him C tier. I think he's fantastic. He is a support role, and it's kind of hard to judge Pokemon as a support, right? Because you want to put them A, but they just don't do anything by themselves to be able to like control the field and cash in on points. So you have to literally be partnered with anyone. By yourself, you're not going to get any kills. You literally have to have someone with you that you can support. That's his job. So I'll put him at a B tier. You know, I like him though. I really like him. I loved using Mr. Mime. I had a blast with him. He did take me some time to get used to. I do want to point that out, but that's exactly where I would put him. All right, so now we're moving on to Eldegoss. Eldegoss, I think, is absolutely super fun. I really like Eldegoss. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it at an A tier. It's a support that mainly heals, combine that with a beefy Snorlax or a beefy Crustle, and you are just going to have them take so much damage and pull aggro and just literally do everything you can, and they're just gonna clean up while you just constantly healing them. So I think I don't even have to really go down the build of what this Pokemon can do. Basically, it heals, and it goes ahead and does a lot of things, such as not only healing itself but healing other Pokemon, keeping them alive. You get an EXP from being next to those Pokemon, so you're leveling up as well. It levels up pretty fast. It's not very slow when it comes to leveling up, so you're already getting access to most of your abilities. And yeah, I think it's a great character. I really enjoy using Eldegoss. I probably might become an Eldegoss main, but then again, I am also a person, even when it comes to League, where I just love doing heals. I love being a support character, so that's where I put Eldegoss. Now this list is getting a little bit long timing wise, so we're just gonna speed up the process as fast as we can. To be honest, I didn't want to make this video that long, but you know, sometimes talking about a lot of information, you have to do certain things like that. So we're gonna move on now to Ninetales. Ninetales, I personally believe, is also A tier. Yeah, I think Ninetales is better than Machamp. I would actually probably put, yeah, I put Ninetales actually better than Lucario. Ninetales does a ton. Ninetales freezes you, slows you down, allows you to go ahead and just get off a bunch of stuff. You can put up an ice wall. They stop people from moving, and then you and your teammate can go ahead and just commit murder, assassinate, go crazy. Crazy Pokemon. Look at the footage. Here's what I'm talking about right here. Just fantastic, right? And now we have Crustle. Crustle is S tier. I don't care what anyone says. I've never dealt with a Pokemon as annoying as Crustle before in my life. This Pokemon does a ton of annoying things, to literally putting up its wall, using X scissors, to go ahead and just destroy you, shell smash, just annoying. What an annoying tank. If you go against a good Crustle, and I'm telling you, I've went against plenty of them, they absolutely control the lane. That's what they do. They are literally probably the best tank in the game, and this is coming from a person that loves using Snorlax. I personally think Crustle is amazing. Now for Charizard, man, I'm sorry. Charizard, terrible. Why is he terrible? Because it takes him way too long to become a Charizard. Charizard starts off as a Charmander, and as a Charmander, he does, you know, literally no damage. He just gets murdered, and it's very sad, because like, you need to be protected while trying to level up. At the same time, you're not doing enough damage, and by the time you finally become Charizard, you're under-leveled. You're really under-leveled. It saddens me. I love Charizard, and he was my first Pokemon when I started playing Pokemon Red version way back in late 90s, and for me, it's just like, I'm sad that they did Charizard like that. Hopefully, maybe with the official release, he'll become better. Cinderace, however, this guy is S tier. I don't care. This is an amazing fire Pokemon. This is why I chose him in Sword and Shield as well. He's just amazing. Pyro Ball, he does a lot of damage. He commits murder. As you can see, he just is able to control the field. He's pretty fast. He can just destroy really quick. I really enjoy using this character. Great attacker, easy to use, levels up pretty fast. Fantastic. Now we're moving on to Cramorant. Man, this guy is an absolute beast. I'm talking about a beast, man. Cramorant, I have seen do some crazy things. I love using Cramorant. I've got some crazy kills with Cramorant. He would be S tier if, you know, like, if I didn't have to hide to go ahead and get that ult off. You know, like, most Cramorants are hiding, dude. Like, no, that's what they're doing. But I think he's very good. Like I said, I think he's better than these three for sure. Cramorant is amazing. I really like his Gatling Goat missile, especially like, you just see it just pew 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 pew. Look at this, just murdering, going crazy. Cramorant is a absolute beast. And yeah. Now, I want to leave Garchomp for around this area, right? Let's move on to Greninja. Greninja, good character, right? Pop your little shadow clones, goes crazy. You can do Water Shuriken, or you could choose Surf. I think Surf is a better attack, just because when you Surf, you can go ahead and get that to regenerate your Surf again. He's pretty fast. He's stealthy. He can get easy kills. A good top laner Greninja would literally destroy the top lane like crazy. I personally have made a Greninja guide. You can see how good he really is, and I'm just saying, I absolutely loved using him. Just look at this. Come on, like this character's wild. And now we're moving on to my main man, Snorlax, right? Snorlax, very good. It's so hard, man. This is so hard to do right here. Like, I want to put him here because I want to be biased, right? But in reality, I don't think he's better than Crustle, and he's not on Cinder Ace's, like, you know, tier at all. Like, he's good, but he's not like S tier. I would put him here. Snorlax does a lot. He tanks a bunch. He is able to just go ahead and control the field. The only issue is, though, like, he does get destroyed by Lucario. I've literally destroyed tons of Snorlaxes with Lucario. Lucario is just too fast for him, and even though Snorlax is good, like, there's some things that you like, if even as a tank, if you can't go ahead and stop the opposing team from coming at you, then you're kind of screwed. At least for Crustle, right? You can go ahead and pop your mud wall move type thing, and then you can go ahead and like stop them from advancing. With him, Snorlax, you can go ahead and like do like his his body slam and then cause a feint, but the issue is like they'll just get out of that feint pretty fast, and then if you go ahead and put them to sleep with Yawn, as soon as they get hit, they wake up, so that kind of sucks. Now we got my main man, Talonflame, absolute monster, S tier. Another fire Pokemon, clearly S tier, right? He is so fast. He does a lot of damage. His only drawback is probably if you miss that ult, then you kind of remove yourself out of the game. But I thought Talonflame controlled a lot of things. Fantastic. Now, is he better than Absol? I don't think so. I think Absol's better than him, but like I said, this is my opinion. And I'm not that good with Absol, but I was really good with Talonflame. So there's that. But yeah, like I said, he's great. I think he's fantastic. And we got Venusaur. I think Venusaur is about a B tier. He's pretty good. Not much to say about him. He's just kind of mid. You know, like, he does his thing. That's pretty much all I have for him. Like from what I used him, like I was able to get some stuff off, but I thought he would be a little bit better. He's not too fast. He can't really kill as much as these up here, right? These are straight killers for the most part, besides for, like, you know, these two, because they're a tank and a support. But other than that, he does great. Now we have Slowbro. Honestly, I'm terrible with Slowbro. I've actually barely ever even seen any Slowbros. I've never really seen them. So and when I played him, I didn't like him. I thought he was kind of iffy. Like you could do so much better. Like, you know, even if we go ahead and take a look at like Slowbro's kit, which we can, like Slowbro, like even here, right? He has Water Gun, Surf, and Telekinesis. With his Surf, he's able to go ahead and charge forward with waves. The first wave deals opposing Pokemon to the area and throws them knockback, right? So he has that. Then he has Water Gun. Slowbro builds up power to shoot a fierce stream of water, which deals damage and lowers the speed of enemy Pokemon. The longer Slowbro takes to build up the power, the range of this move, right? So he has that. Then he can also go ahead and use Telekinesis, which makes them float. Pretty cool. But however, like I said, I was pretty bad with him. I couldn't really get into him. I wish I could. So I'm gonna unfortunately rank him low. maybe he's not like C, maybe he's a B, you know, because like I said, his preference, I just wasn't good with that Pokemon. Like for instance, like for me, Gengar is straight here. Gengar is I think just as bad as Charizard. Same thing with Charizard, right? Like Gengar takes way too long to get into his Gengar form. He's pretty good. You can go ahead and use like Dream Eater and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like it takes way too long to level him up. And by that time, you're already being outclassed, you're out leveled, and they're just doing damage. Like Pikachu's just murdering you, he's stunning you, he's making sure you have no chance of leveling up. Just hard. We got Garchomp. Garchomp is fantastic. I think he's fantastic. I would probably put him here. There's nothing else I could say. He already has where he deals damage. If he takes damage, combine that with a Rocky helmet, he's doing more damage the same way. He stuns, he attacks AoE, he does damage, he levels up pretty quick. I've never had an issue leveling up with him. I just went straight ham with him. Fantastic character. I really enjoyed him. And now Wigglytuff. I don't ever see this Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see him. But you know, after reading the kit, if we go to Wigglytuff's kit, Wigglytuff is pretty good. It's a support, so like I said, it's kind of hard to measure those, but it has a passive skill called Q-Charm. When a Pokemon is within a close range of this Pokemon, it becomes attracted. When it does, it automatically moves closer to you. It will take time to attract another Pokemon after attracting one, right? It does a range attack for its basic attack, and then as for the move, it has Pound, Defense Curl, Whirl Out, Sing. Sing goes ahead and lowers the defense and speed, and the Pokemon becomes sleepy, right? And then it has Double Slap, which continues damage of Pokemon, lowers their movement speed. So you're just constantly lowering movement speed of Pokemon. And then this Unite move, which is called Starlight Reticle, provides protection to Wigglytuff and its nearby allies. So like I said, Pokemon Wigglytuff is pretty good. However, I don't really see enough. I didn't have enough data, and I didn't want to pull from other people's videos of what Wigglytuff to do, because I don't know these other people. And but just from my own experience in my Pokemon Unite matches of literally 2 days worth, like on stream, I thought Wigglytuff was decent when I did run into it. Didn't really seem that OP, didn't really seem that bad, just decent. And yeah, and now we finally have him, Zoroark. However you say his name, Zeraora. I have no clue what he is, man. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you if he's here, or here, right? We don't know because he doesn't exist yet. But let's just go throw an S tier and hope for the best, right? Well, guys, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry this was a long video, but I hope everybody enjoys it. Please watch the full video if you have. Thank you so much. And it probably makes no sense to say that at the end of the stream. But anyways, Cal Life is signing out. See ya.